and welcome to the August edition of our Town Topics video program. My name is Steve D'Oliveira. I'm the town's public information officer and also the host of our new monthly program. This month in August, we're going to be featuring the Citizens Observer Patrol. This is the organization comprised of town residents that provide an extra set of eyes and ears for the Broward Sheriff's Department, which provides public safety in our town. The patrol members man bikes, ATVs, patrol cars, and they ride around the town and report anything suspicious that they see to the Broward Sheriff's Department. They're also very helpful when we have our town events and need traffic control and other things that help the Broward Sheriff's Department. We're going to be talking with Colonel Bill Johansson, who heads up the COP program, BSO Deputy Ben Coos, who's the liaison between BSO and the program, as well as COP members Dan Ford and Tim Bokovi. And we're going to be starting off this episode with a ride-around that I did with Colonel Bill Johansson as we sort of patrol the streets here in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea.
The COP program is special to me because it's right here in the community that I live in. And we can find out things that are going on, and we know the area. So it's a lot easier to see things that just look out of place. And that's what we're looking for. Things that just don't look ordinary, they look out of place, and things that we can observe, and if we determine we should, we'll go ahead and report so that the deputies can take action.
What are some of the serious things you guys have come across?
Well, we've come across people in parking lots that have looking to break into the cars. We've encountered people, suspicious behavior on streets. We would call it in and the deputies would interrogate them, and turns out some of them have had warrants. The most pleasing thing though is when we run across missing persons or we're able to help in that. We're big on that, and you know, anything that we hear on the radio that could be a problem, we go the other way. But if it's something that we can aid in, like the missing person, going to help at a traffic scene where there's been an accident, maybe we help the deputy put out cones, maybe we help them call for a wrecker, or anything we can do to not get in the way but be an assistance to them, that's what we're there for.
And the program has a lot of volunteers like yourself who put in just hundreds or thousands of hours, correct?
They do. We put in over 2,000 hours a year on a regular basis, except for last year. But the people that are involved in the program really believe in it. And that even includes, Steve, people that go up north for 6 months. So even our snowbirds, they put in plenty of hours when they're here, and they're only working like half time. So everybody, we have a high percentage rate of participation, and we even have one person in the COP program. Our program this year is 25 years old. This is our 25th anniversary here in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea.
Wow.
And we even have one person who is in the original training class.
And who's that?
Dolores San Miguel. She's still with us. She works with us. She doesn't go out patrolling as much anymore, but she will work, for instance, in the office, answering phones to cover for vacations. I mean, that's something we do too.
How unique is the COP program in regards to the bike patrol and the ATV?
Well, that makes us very unique. There's no other district that does that around Broward County. And as far as we've heard, there's no other COP volunteer program that does either one of those things. But it's particularly important for us because we're in a beach community, and everything that we do really lends itself towards the visitors we get here. You might say we're ambassadors as well, because we're usually, when we're out there, the first thing we get is docile questions about, you know, what's going on around town, where can I find this, how can I do that. So we enjoy being that part of it too.
Do you ever get asked what the best restaurants are in town?
We do, but rather than answer that question, we pass out this book.
Okay.
We're at the ready with that, so we don't want to play any favorites, because they're all good, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They are. And the town has quite a few restaurants too.
They do.
Big variety, yeah.
This is a terrific place. I couldn't be happier living here, and it's everybody that you talk to is just happy to be here. And it's doubly happy to be able to help out a little bit and volunteer your time. And Again, we come out when we want to, as we can, and there's no minimums, no maximums, and you just kind of do what you can.
Tell me about the program and how valuable it is to the town.
Well, the program's amazing. The Sheriff's Office has had it for many, many years, and many of these guys have been doing it here in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea for up to 20 years. I know that when I came to the department in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea about 8 years ago, I was asked shortly after to be the liaison for these guys and girls. And it's just been amazing. Their function at every town event, at everything that we have going on, is just so beneficial. And they are an intricate part of every ops plan, everything we have going in this town.
And we have one of the biggest COP programs in the county, don't we?
We absolutely do. Even though we're the smallest district in the county, we definitely have the biggest membership, or close to the biggest membership, and the most active members that do the bike patrols. They do the Polaris on the beach. They do the patrols in the neighborhoods. And again, they do all the events that we have. So I'm very fortunate to have such a great group of people.
Do residents appreciate the fact that you guys are out there?
They do. I was out for a little bit this morning before this interview, and people just come up to you and they thank you. They thank us for our service, which is very rewarding.
And how many hours a week do you volunteer?
My wife and I, Lisa, we're business owners here locally and don't get out maybe once a month or so. But again, we work the more specialized type events that require traffic and pedestrian.
And how good a shape do you have to be in to do the bike patrol?
Well, Lauderdale-By-The-Sea is not that big, as you know, but any given shift we could be up and down Elmore 10 times, so we put on a fair amount of miles, and obviously it's pretty hot, so it helps.
Stay hydrated?
A lot.
A lot, yeah. And how many years have you been a volunteer?
10 now. The bike unit's been around about 7. We thought it was a great idea to as important as it is for us to see and watch, is also to be seen. And just the bikes were a great idea to bring us a little closer to the sidewalks and to the.
So, what do you like about being a member of the COP program?
It's just volunteer, being out in the community, trying to serve others and helping people out.
Do you get a lot of satisfaction from volunteering?
Yeah, I do. I actually do. I was saying earlier, I thought it was kind of a joke, and when I first started doing it, and come to find out it's actually a valuable thing, and really has been more fun than I thought.
What would you tell someone that was interested in doing it?
Go for it. Do it. It's really a great experience to get out here and just interact with the community and give back to what your community is.
Well, that concludes our program for August. I want to thank BSO Captain Tom Palmer, Deputy Ben Coos, Colonel Bill Johansson, Dan Ford, and Tim Bokaby for taking the time to show me the program and how it works. If you are interested at all in becoming a member of the Citizens Observer Patrol, you can call the main number here at BSO, the non-emergency number, and ask to speak to Deputy Coos or Bill Johansson. And you can also go to our website, the town website. There's a link under services to the program, as well as on the Sheriff's Office website. There's also information there as well. Before we conclude, I do want to mention something that's getting a lot of traffic on social media lately, and that's the barge that you see offshore. Right now, it's right off Washingtonia Park. That barge is building an artificial reef, which will enhance marine life off our shores. This is a county project that's being done in response. It's mitigation for the 2016 beach widening that was done by the county, the state, and the federal government back about 5 years ago. Anyway, that's our program for August. Stay tuned, and thank you.